Yo, what's goody? Yeah. Fire beat right
Okay.
here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I knew you would say
Oh
something
yeah.
on this part.
Oh yeah. No, that's butter.
Yeah.
That's butter right there.
I knew you was going to like that part. I mean,
I love those grooves, man.
That electric guitar. Without that
Yeah.
electric guitar, it would not make this beat what it is. It
Right.
just,
It's
woo.
already sick with that
Yeah.
electric guitar, like tips you over the edge.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It puts sprinkles on the ice cream.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Good stuff, man. Who is this one?
Yeah, so this is by Rujay, Rujay. I'm not sure if I played this beat before, but I believe in the description he's from India. The name of the beat is Haze, and he puts in the description that it's an uplifting trap beat. So,
Yeah. Didn't catch that. Okay.
Oh, uplifting.
He said uplifting. I hear it now.
Yeah.
But at first I'm thinking like, man, like you're telling a story, or you riding down the block with, you riding on the interstate, you got the little lights coming, as you like just kind of driving and just riding.
Yeah, I heard that
too. Put you in that mode, but yeah.
I hear that too. Story time. Definitely hear story time.
Yeah.
Put a little fire on this one.
Come on now.
Fire.
Burn it up.
All right, so
Flames, man.
we got a good show today. We got some tight beats, man. I mean, some tight songs on this one. And I'm sure you would agree, right, Victor?
Yeah, you knocked it out the park with this one.
I wasn't even trying to.
I wasn't even trying.
I just picked out songs and it just came out this way. So,
right.
For those who are watching, y'all gonna get some. I mean, too bad, you won't be able to hear the whole song, but go back and listen to them if you want.
Absolutely.
Because these songs are tight. And they also have something in common, which we'll discuss too. I'm sure you'll probably say the same thing that I'm going to say about these songs when it comes to how common they are.
Yeah.
But yeah, for anybody who's an artist, rap artist, like I do on all of my shows, if you got songs you want me to promote on this show, just send them to irregularraps@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Now, let me say that over. Send them to irregularraps@gmail.com, because I'm not promoting Gmail. I'm promoting Irregular Raps.
Irregular Raps, right. Right.
Man, I need a Irregular Raps sound effect. Irregular Raps.
Something like
it's
that,
coming.
man.
It's coming.
We're growing, though. We got the fire emoji, you know what I mean?
You know. Hold on, here we go. Irregular Raps.
There it is.
There you go.
Come on now.
There you go.
They feeling it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
they feeling it.
They're excited about the Irregular Raps.
Yeah. So we getting there. One step at a time.
Absolutely.
But if you're on watching this show, feel free to comment. Tell us what you think about these songs that we're going to play. And we're going to get into it. The first song we got, let's go to this song. First song we got is by Camden. Not Camden, but Camden. The name of the song is Stop Me, featuring Dayton. Have you ever heard of Dayton before?
I have. It was so I teach, right? Like part-time.
Mhm.
And so this particular year I was teaching music. And one of the things that I did was we analyzed music videos, kind of almost like what we're doing now. Yeah. And I showed one where he was doing something with NF.
Oh, okay.
He did a song with NF, and I was just like, bro, who is this dude?
I didn't know he did. Wow.
Yeah, and hung with him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And hung with him. I'm like, bro, like who was this guy?
Dayton's he
nice.
He's his own artist, but yeah, he can hang in with you. Like he's lyrically an elite artist.
Absolutely.
I don't know if you know too, he used to battle rap back in the day.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised by the lyricism and everything.
So this one definitely goes in. I think Camden picked the right artist for this one.
Yeah.
So who gon' stop me, dog? I feel like Rocky, y'all. Ain't no use popping off. Cause my God got me, dog.
This one
So who
goes
gon'
in
stop
like
me? Who gon' stop me? Who gon'
strong
stop me,
hook.
dog? And yo gon'
Yeah.
knock off. Cause my God got me, dog. This Holy Spirit, dog, this ain't the juice. No need to fear when you win with the truth. You don't believe miracles, don't really care. I look in the mirror and I'm seeing the proof. You about to see kerosene hitting the roof. Cause I put a spirit when I'm in the booth. I think it's apparent that they finna lose. It ain't really fair to my
So I'm gonna say to start out with the message. The message to me is, I'm gonna say it's redundant. Like it's I'm gonna say it's overly used. I'm gonna say it in a nice way because the song is nice. You can't dismiss that. But I always sometimes wish I could hear a different message and not always hear the same message. But you'll always hear this type of message. Stop me. You can't stop me. Perseverance. And that's cool. Like people need to hear that. And I have nothing against a message that is so repetitive, because the world does the same thing.
Right.
So, you know, this is Dayton.
That's him, man. The lyricism is like, when they went here, I was like, oh, this is creative. It's not the same type of songs that you're hearing a lot. Like you said, the message is redundant, but the creativity on how they executed this song was really good. I'm a big, huge fan of lyricism. Just the way that you use the wordplay, and you're not using like cat, hat, bat, that, and stuff like that. Like, I mean, he's rhyming sentences. You know what I mean? Like, I love that stuff, and like that'll catch me every time. And the beat, the track is just like, it carries you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, it's not distracting. It's almost like the track, like just get out of the way of me rapping. You know what I mean? So, I love this one. I really love this one.
Yeah. I'm glad you said carry me because I felt the same way. It does carry you.
Mhm.
Like that's what's so good about their lyrics and the beat, the combination of it together, because the beat is carrying its own self. Something about the
Right.
beat where it's just like a momentum behind the beat
Yeah.
is motivational. So
And it doesn't have to be too much. And this is one of the things that, sometimes, even every producer gets to the point of that made it. You know what I mean? like a little simple track. Like, how did that make it? I was like, I'm working too hard. You know what I mean? So, but no, that track was perfect. I think it really set them up to be lyrical.
mhm.
That's what I believe, that track set them up to be lyrical. It was a perfect marriage.
Yeah. I agree. I agree. Everything about it. The title, they could have picked a different title, but
Yeah,
the title
yeah,
was on
yeah.
point with it.
If I was to see that on a project, I'd know exactly what it's talking about. It's the same thing. Everybody's talking about how they're unstoppable and stuff, and I get it. I
Mhm.
get it, but that's, I guess you just have to have a song on your project like that,
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I
mhm.
got a question for you. I got
Just waiting for me to say something.
he was like, mhm, mhm.
Yeah, that was it. I'm gonna be quiet. We ragged you last time with the, what I mean?
Oh
It was
man.
funny, but you know what I mean?
Anyway, let's go to the next song. I
Yeah.
have
No,
a
you said
question.
you had a question. You had a
It's going.
question.
I'm gonna drop it in later.
All right, all right,
It
all right.
goes along with what you said.
Sweet. Okay.
All right, so we got another song for y'all. We got some tight lyrical songs, man. This next song is by Disciple the Don, and he's one of them artists, I believe. I would say underrated, like he's not out known like that, but surprisingly, I'm not going to even say surprisingly, he's to me getting better as an artist. Like I heard one of
Yeah.
his older songs. This song, I mean, I don't know if he had a better engineer, but the engineer on this song did a good job to me on this track. And the name of this song is Run Up. Run up on ya, but not in the bad way. Run up with the
Right.
blessings of God. And that's the message of this song. You'll hear it.
Yeah.
This is a music video.
I thank God for
Yeah.
accomplishing, and I look forward to going higher in the ministry with you. So Welcome to the team, man.
Hey, I appreciate it, Joe, and I'm proud of you too.
So with this part, I don't know if this is like his first song with a new record label, by the intro, and maybe it is. Turn up.
Watch big hand and fast. Oh wait, we moving too fast. We run up the bag, cut us like that. No leg, no cap. We moving too fast. Oh top, oh gosh, big watch big.
I like the
hand and
effects
fast.
on
Oh
this.
wait, we moving too fast. Like
Yeah.
Run up the blessings, they so real.
Especially on
We
this
gon'
verse
run
coming
up
up.
the blessings. Run up the blessings, ain't no chill. Yeah, we
This
run
one
up the
sounds like they
blessings.
use maybe a
Run
little
up the
bit of
blessings,
distortion
they
on his
so
voice,
real. See us run up the blessings.
which I think,
Run up the blessings.
That it sounds like a little flange in there too.
yeah,
Basket make these moves up all the my backflip. All these fruits they
A
looking
doubler. I'm sorry, that's what that is.
Doubler,
they cannot
yeah.
have it. I don't know really, but what should I tell them? They full of that jelly. I guess it goes right. I'm replacing their belly. They say it, they tell me they looking at me like I got the Nutella. But let me slow down for a minute. Hit the ground, shake the windage.
This part is where I woke up.
Switch back, clap back, all facts. Look now, they all missing like in the feeling. They all in the feeling.
Is it because of the effects?
No, it was just the fact that I just didn't expect him to rap like that. I mean, because like if you go back like to the beginning, it looked corny at first.
Oh yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean? It looked corny. It was like, but this was the sleeper track of the whole set. It looks local, but there's a teachable moment in this that's huge. That I think a lot of recording artists they're gonna need to know what I need to say about this song.
I agree with the intro, and I was thinking that just something that didn't hit my mind. But if your song's this hot, I would at least try to have a better make the sound. It's the sound of the intro. Try to make the audio.
It looked like whoever's their their circle, they love this song.
Keon Givens, what's up, man? What's up, bro?
My God.
Said the flow. He started slow and then switched the flow. Yeah, definitely.
Just did not expect this.
Yeah. So this reminds me of what you said last week. There was a artist named Kyle Steed. He started his first verse hard.
Right.
He was like, man, he should have saved that till later. He did a good job, I think, right here on the second verse coming in.
The second verse, yeah.
Yeah. The first verse was more kind of flashy with the effects and everything.
Right.
I thought that was cool.
But it lost me because of the slow takeoff. Like I probably wouldn't even got this far. Which is why you have to start your song. You got about 15 seconds to catch anybody. But could you do me a favor and go back to the hook?
The hook?
Yeah, go back to the hook. Because there's a teaching moment that is extremely important with the song.
I don't know if you want this hook with the crowd.
Yeah, that's the beginning of the hook. So go back. Now you see how this part is very wordy.
Yeah.
Very wordy. I see a lot of artists would leave the track this wordy. But I love how he switched it up right here and made it more chantish. Okay. It's like you gotta finish the hook because this part is the actual hook. This is the hook. The other part is more of a chorus, just explaining the song or something like that. But you gotta have a hook, kind of, a part where the audience can interact, like to grab me. If anything about the song, Run Up the Blessings, is like that's the part that you'll remember the most. And a lot of artists don't put that chant, that chant part in the chorus and they just keep the hook with just wordy, very wordy. And they keep that in there and then they just go about their business and it drives me nuts because I'm like, like there's no part of this where I will remember, what you're saying. It's like it's just way too wordy. So either make the hook the hook, or you create a hook on the side of your.
Are you against that though? Because I think some lyrical artists they make that like a part of their hook, like their song, like they'll make their hook sound like a lyric. And one artist that comes to my mind,
Mhm.
I don't know if I can remember his name. Very lyrical, secular artist, but he's very lyrical, like top
Yeah.
notch. Reminds me of like NF's status with the lyrics. But
S- Go
he'll
ahead.
his hook sounds like bars.
Yeah. Now
you
that's
know.
different. That's
Mm,
different. Now, if you're lyrical and that's your calling card and that's who you are, yeah, you can be because in your lyrics you're creating a hook. But there's some people that's just putting words in.
got
You
you. Yeah.
know, I mean, it's just a whole bunch of words. If you step back and just not even listen to the words, but just listen to the cadence, listen to the the flow, it's jumbled. It's a jumbled mess, and there's no way that a lot of people aren't listening to it. They're just
Hmm.
trying to get to a part where they'll remember something. And so if you create, a hook, an actual chant type of deal,
Yeah.
that will take your song to a whole nother level. And I think you'll see like more of a theme with the songs that's in this set,
Yeah.
that kind of carries that. So mhm.
And that's what I was going to say. That's one of the common things,
Yeah,
and you said it is the hooks are catchy on these
yeah.
songs, man.
Absolutely, but it's like
Mm,
there's another song on this set that we'll get to in a second that mirrors the same feel.
mm.
They have a hook, but then they have like I'm sorry, they have a chorus and they have a hook
Yeah,
to
yeah,
it.
yeah.
So
Go to the next one. Let's go to
yeah,
the next one. This is by an artist. His name is Strid. I don't know if you ever heard of him, but the name of
straight.
this,
I don't know that one.
I never heard of him either. I never heard of him either. I don't know. but the name of this song is Shofar Showtime. And
Right.
when I heard the song, I was like, no, this song sounds a little different. I gotta put
Yeah,
this
a little
on.
different. A
Yeah,
little different.
so.
A little different. Shameless.
But man, I would just say, man, Strid, that's me. So let me
Yeah.
not,
You know what? In my head, I was thinking like that's not a shameless plug. That's a shame on you. Plug. That's what that.
Oh man.
No, I'm messing. I'm playing with you, bro.
So this song, man, was released by like 2 weeks ago, and man, I want to tell y'all what this song is about to me, how I came up with the song. Um, but you hear this shofar sample blowing a horn.
I love the creativity on this one, though.
Mm.
Fall back to the king all day. Got moves that'll be showcasing. To the father, let me hear that bass. No doubt with the beat I'm praising.
There are some things I wish I could have did a little
The guy
better,
let me be the
but
protege. Bow down to the king all day. That's me on my knees, I'm chasing. Till I get to walk in with y'all. I got more to give, so let's testify. When I repent to God,
This is
all
a
my
track
sins are
that
going
you
out for
made,
good, and
or
I'm good to die.
Yeah.
To my flesh, I'm gonna rectify.
Hey, man,
When
I
die,
make all
it's
my
good to be a
tracks.
dynamite, 'cause
come on,
inside
my
of me
bad,
there's so
my
much
bad.
power.
Hey.
It's ready to blow for these kind of fights. The spiritual work is the one that can stretch you
I
without
feed
even
myself.
knowing.
I feed
Yeah.
myself.
The enemy's trying, but it's just waiting for you to wake up.
How you doing, man?
I'm giving my praises to Abba, the Father. The reason I say it, it's simply because I want people to listen and hear what it does. Hosanna, the God that the enemies even can see is around.
I like the fact that you build right there. That you just didn't go with the same feel when you switch to the second half of that pre-chorus.
Yeah. Blended it in with some dubs, and
Yeah.
some high and some, yeah. So
But even you
shofar,
did that. It's more of a pre-chorus into a hook. Like this is the hook of the song.
yeah.
So something that people can walk away and remember.
Yeah. I mean, to me, the message of the song is pretty much like the symbol of a shofar, what it means, and I tried to just blend it into like a life, our life. Shofar is a historic horn You know, you'll see it in the Bible in Exodus 19, in the Hebrew Bible, you'll see it when they blew the shofar to help Joshua capture Jericho.
Yeah.
And so that's why I wanted to put it in the song. Like at first, I was listening to soak and worship music with a shofar blowing this. I think it was soak and worship. And I was like, man, that sounds so beautiful. I gotta use that in a hip hop song.
Right.
You know,
Come on
so
now, straight out of prayer, right in the studio. I hear you, God.
Man, so man, this is one of them songs I was really praying to be led by the Holy Spirit. And I feel like during the times that we're living in, a lot of people will agree that we're living in the end times. And I feel like this is a good song that kind of stamps to, you know, get your life ready.
Yeah.
You know, when you don't want your life to end, and you're not ready before that last horn blows and God takes us in. So yeah,
Nice.
smooth song. You know,
Come on now.
you
Where's the
know.
fire emoji?
Oh yeah, my bad.
Come on now.
Hold up. Gotta take time to you see. I'm trying to be humble. I'm trying to be humble, Victor.
Man,
you know?
you better
try. I'll put it up one time.
If you don't like it, you know what I mean. If you don't rep it, you know what I mean. You got to get people just like the DJs. It's like they jam into their own mixes and stuff like that. You know, you got to jam to your own songs. If it ministers to you first, you know what I mean?
Yeah, true that. You know, hey, you know.
Yes, sir.
Cool. We got Teresa on. I really like it. Appreciate it. Yeah. So yeah, that artwork, by the way, I wasn't happy with that art. I wasn't happy with it at first. Well, actually, all right. So let me say this: the guy who made it was a friend of this other artist I was working with, and he made the artwork, and it was a lot darker than what you see it right now.
Okay.
So it's dark. I was like, man, it looks so dark, and everything just don't feel right related to the song. So he sent me like 3 revisions, and it was taking a long time to get done. I was like, man, I'm tired. I'm just going to take what you got. And so over time, I processed that art, and I just changed the saturation and the brightness, and I made it brighter. And to me, it looked better. But in general, I wish that it would have looked a little different. Like you'll see a person in the back whose figure is black, all black, like dark. And I wish that wasn't that way. I wish you can actually see the person and colorize like the rest of the art.
Got you. Yeah.
But I wish it was brighter.
Right.
You know, that's what I wish. So
for me, it was just more of chaos. It just looked chaotic. It was very busy. And in that chaos, you saw the shofar, you know, and it's just a metaphor of life. It's just, you know, people look at art differently. It's a metaphor of life, of how everything is just busy, and all of a sudden, you know, that horn is gonna sound, and you know, then it's showtime. You know what I mean? So
yeah, but truth be told, I wanted it to look more chaotic. Like I wanted the sky to look crazy. And he wasn't able to do that for me. So that was the other thing. I wanted like almost, I didn't want angels to appear, but I wanted the sky to almost like burst out, almost like it's on fire.
Wow.
But I went with what he gave me. I'm glad you said it kind of looks chaotic, because I was kind of going for that. So
right. Yeah. That was my thoughts when I saw it and, you know, heard the song. It was just a brief thought of just the chaos of life, and you know, just how God even, you know, not necessarily coming back, but how he'll just like bring order to your chaos, and you know, even in your chaos, you know, he'll shine forth and, you know, change your whole outlook and everything. So that like I said, that was my thought when I saw it. So yep, there it is. All right.
We on to the next one. We rolling. Oh man, how long? I don't even see the time. Oh yeah, there you go. 25 minutes. You know, we good. All right. So the next song is named "I Win" by artist.
Oh, I'm sorry. Gave it away.
The name of
I gave it away.
I wasn't even sure if that was a good all or a bad all.
Oh,
we'll find out. Okay.
Bruh.
So the name of the artist is 100 Souls. I Win. So this means that this is one of Victor's favorites right here. I'm a little surprised. You know,
Why, bro?
I, I
This South,
oh, okay, makes
bro.
sense.
This right up my alley.
Yesterday I lost my child. Voices in my head telling me to ride. But mommy raised no thug.
Definitely
I
South.
ain't about to sell no drugs.
Yeah.
Now that you said
To
that,
my father is the only time I plug. These troubles weighing heavy on me, testing out my patience. I'm
I gotta say this before we continue. But first thing, this song reminds me of Lecrae, Tripley, and Tedashi's song "Nothing I Can't Do." I don't know if you ever
Yeah.
heard that song. Yeah,
No, it gave me Bizzle vibes.
Bizzle. Oh yeah, Bizzle
Yeah.
too.
That's
But
what when I first saw it, when I first heard it, I was like, oh, this Texas.
expressing his faith. I think it's time to teach his lesson. Don't you know I'm God's son? That came to come. His will be done.
really God central on this one, but I love it.
Yeah.
Same size, big butt. Now I done seen too much.
I had to get past the track to just hear what he was saying. That track is sick. And I played it through my system, and I'm like, bro.
But it sure ain't surface neither. I was sitting in my mama house. Thought I never make it out. Thought I had a date.
I like the transition on this.
Take me out, but he can't never finish. Well, he ain't never started. So even if I'm losing, I'm still a winner regardless. I win.
I could hear a lot of sports teams using this song.
Oh, you said a lot of what?
A lot of sports teams
Okay.
using
Yeah.
this song.
Can you really hear that with this message though? That's why I always, struggle to kind of realize when there's like a God central message, like sports teams will probably shy away from that. Like when it comes to the message, I can hear them using part of it, but
Yeah,
like
especially the
this
hook.
part. Yeah.
But you got Christian school,
Mhm.
But it's just a good hook though.
Yeah.
The way that it came in, just like, bro, I saw like a team, like in the camera, just like going crazy with it. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So, but the message, like you're right, the message is talking about, just his struggles, just his personal struggles in life, and the way that he did it was very creative on how he did it. The last verse, he referenced Daniel in the lion's den, and so like he was Daniel.
Yeah.
Just talking about how he got out of the lion's den, it made me go back and listen to the first one, because I was like, man, it would have been very creative if every verse was a Bible story, about somebody winning. But I don't think I caught that, because he's talking about clubs and coming out of the club, the same clubs he was in. Now he's back there witnessing.
Yeah, it's more of his life.
Yeah.
Where he came
But it was
from.
that third verse that caught me. And it took me like after like my fifth time hearing it.
I don't even think I heard the third verse on this yet.
Yeah.
So now you're making me want to hear what he's saying. I like the hook though.
About that life.
If the devil only knew what his lions did. See, my father loved me so much. My father loved me so much. All I did was scream Jesus. Put all them lies on hush. Don't you know I'm a king from Judah? And Jacob ain't my jeweler. In the jungle, my friends were the shooters. But I made it out, glory, hallelujah. They said if I gave them a message, then I wouldn't be selling no records. But thank God, they ain't about to keep me from heaven. Blood, 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 just because I can. And we don't believe we apply that blood. These Christians think
his flow and his lyrics is so simple.
It's so simple.
That's all you need for this.
It fits though. It fits. It's like I said, it gave me Bizzle vibes. Not that he's Bizzle, but it's just like that slow bop type of deal. You know what I mean? I could see like, man, at an event, this will go off.
I can see that for real. This is more of the old school Bizzle to me though.
Yeah.
The new school Bizzle, his lyrics he's doing different things with his lyrics, his flow and his cadence.
Right.
But I do hear Bizzle on this. Definitely, Bizzle was definitely back in the day on this.
Right.
Flow.
Right. Because Bizzle came down here in Baton Rouge a while back, last year. And when he was the favorite of everybody that came. I think Flame was part of it too.
Okay.
But when Bizzle came up, because he's Southern, he's not dirty South. I really don't like the dirty South music. Not I'm not gonna say I don't like it. It's not one of my favorites. I'm gonna put it that way. But I love Houston rap. And so this was more of that vibe. And I don't know where he's from, but he just captured everything that it means to be in Houston. You know what I mean? So
Got to throw that fire up for that song.
yeah, I really
that song was
appreciated that one.
Fire.
Production was off the chain. Man, I had no problems with this song, to be honest with you. It was simple. And you could use it for so many things.
And you're right. With the hook, I can hear the hook definitely.
Yeah.
And like a sports thing on TV, something.
Right.
Something
You can work out to it and everything.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's all they need is that I win. They
you ain't about that
phrases.
life. You ain't about that life.
Yeah.
I win. I was like, yeah. they don't know. Been through it.
And this is one of them messages, that's used a lot too. I win.
Yeah.
But this is what they like to hear. This is what people want to hear. So,
and you better do it at the concert too. I dare you to walk out and not do this song.
So let's move along, man. We got one
sir.
more song, and we can do a little.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
Hey.
They win.
We winning right here. All right. The name of the song is Empower by One Body Moving. It's kind of weird how they have that in the title, because it's all they don't show what's the title, what's the name. But what I found out before I play this song is that One Body Moving is the name of their group. It's the name of their record label. So I didn't find that out until I looked at the description, and each artist rapping on this, they're all on the same team, all on the same record label.
Right.
And pretty much that's what you're going to hear on this song, how they're a team.
More shades of 116.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What else you looking for? I got a joint.
I appreciated the classical music, and using that in with the track. I did really appreciated that.
They made it hype with classical sound.
Yeah. Still brought some drama to it.
Yeah, yeah. They used the horn to make it epic. The horn's always going to do it for you,
right?
To make it sound epical.
And it wasn't overdoing it with the auto tune. I did really appreciate that. Like it was enough.
Man, I tell you, these songs with the catchy hooks. Really like the hook on that.
This was another song that did the same thing, though.
The work that's chill, pray, gets to the spirit in operation. I got the power that's manifestation. When I'm in the thick of it, that's when I praise. His grace is sufficient. Strip made perfect in weakness, Jesus. Oh my God.
So what I like too is that their voice, the tone of their voice, they all sound different.
Yeah. Right. There was definitely variety.
Yeah, there's variety.
Because they could have easily put the high pitch with the high pitch.
Yep.
Low pitch with the low pitch, but I did appreciate that too.
They did a good job, bro.
Yeah, and this is another track that's not way too processed, or as they just put things unnecessary into it. Like they really highlighted the piano.
That's true. Moving. I'm definitely moving to this one. Yeah. Are y'all feeling this song? Tough song right here.
True love and unity. So it's nothing you can do to I ain't got time for your foolery. So keep that crap where your booty be. We ain't just moving in power, yeah.
That line right there.
So I ain't gotta be there physically. I can just speak that thing orally, normally, just like we all supposed to move on the daily. Some people can't take it, they thinking we crazy. No, it's not magic, we flow in the gift. Straight from the Lord, I'm from St. Nick. Speak life in the dead, lay hands on the sick, and watch him return like the prodigal did. The moving is power, look in the mirror, yeah. You gotta know who that is.
Moving in power, yeah. God coming back in these second or
So we talked about this dude right here, Christ Jr. We played him last week.
Right.
With the song Do Do Do. Woo!
Right. That's your boy. Now, one thing that I now his voice compared to who he was matched up with was could have been a wild transition, a wild contrast. I'm sorry, of the voice. You know what I mean? Like I think he probably would have fit in another verse. It was just the contrast, or maybe he was the voice where you didn't know where to put him. You know what I mean? So, because there's certain voices that don't match with anybody. It's so piercing that you almost got to have your own verse. You know.
So you feel like maybe they could have pushed him in the beginning or somewhere earlier?
Probably like in the middle, or probably matched him with another higher pitched verse. You know, like not necessarily as high as he was, but who he was matched with was very calm, and then he just kind of came out of nowhere. With that higher pitch and that energy. I would have played around with it a little bit more. Switched them up. Just to kind of see the combinations and stuff like that. So it's what I did. I used to do when I was in a group. So I switched them up just to see what's the better combination, what's the better flow, what's the better transition. You don't have to stay where they told you. You be on the third verse and you're going first or whatever. Let's switch you in, and that's on the producer more than anything to kind of play with the order.
That's good to know, because I think a lot of times collaborations don't usually work that way. They just say, "Hey, you're gonna be on this verse," but they don't switch it later. Later on. But I think sometimes maybe sometimes it can seem like a competition. Like, oh,
it is a competition. It don't seem like it. It is.
Is that a good thing? I guess all the time.
It depends on, if you're competing to be like to crush everybody, or is it the healthy competition? It's like, man, your verse kill. I'm gonna get you. My verse, but your verse did kill. But there's certain people that's like, man, I gotta write mine over because I gotta crush him. That's when it's like it's a little bit mean spirited, but
For example, I know Busta Rhymes and Eminem, they did a collaboration, and I watched like a documentary piece or whatever of when they were doing the song, and this was Busta Rhymes' song, and so he was like, "Yo, I gotta have Eminem because he's dope." He put Eminem on the second verse, and so he said Eminem sent them the track back and made it longer. I think he said made it longer than what it was supposed to be, and the producer manipulated his part to put all these these effects, which was cool. Busta Rhymes was like, "Yo, that's crazy," but he was like, "I gotta redo mine." He was like, "Why did you make yours?" But
there was also a song that M did that to Lil Wayne. I know I probably alluded to it back in another podcast, but there was a song, I can't remember the name of the song, but they were featured. Lil Wayne went first, and he was okay. He was Lil Wayne, and when M came on, it was just like it was a whole nother song. You forgot. You literally. That's a song called "No Love." That's what it was.
Okay,
it's No Love.
Yeah.
But you forgot Wayne was on it, and it was long. His verse was long, and I was sitting there like, oh my gosh, the lyricism was sick. The storytelling was epic. I heard it a couple times because I just couldn't believe it. I literally couldn't believe it. I don't normally listen to that type of music and everything. I forgot what the circumstances were, but that was a prime example of somebody taking over your song and just like you can't do nothing about it. You can't do nothing about it. You're not going out. You're not going out lyric Eminem. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Unless you NF.
Yeah, I think as Christian artists, man, I don't know how to deal with certain things like that, but you know, I don't know. I don't. I would really have to think about it. Like if another artist worked with you like that and they really did something like that to the track, how would you handle it? That's a good question to ask. Would you just leave it? And because I think like as Christians, we shouldn't be prideful, but we should be the best we can be, but I think at the same time when you're creating tracks with other artists,
Mhm.
it's good to be on the same terms ahead of time. you know it's
Yeah.
good to tell the other artists what you want out of the music, and not like if you don't want that artist to do something completely different from you, tell them to stay in the same box that you're in. you know um
Well, it's hard to do that because this is the thing is that at the end of the day, it's art.
mhm,
You know what I mean? I can't help that I draw better than you. I can't help, or if I draw differently, or with more expressive, use brighter colors than you do. It's art at the end of the day.
mhm,
So it's like telling somebody to quell their their instincts, and this is how they feel about this track. The thing that you need to understand, that artists need to understand, is that your verse is not set in stone as soon as you write it on paper.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Rewrite, rewrite, and rewrite and rewrite. It happens in the music industry all the time. Rewrite, and I can't stress it more. Don't be satisfied with your verse. Rewrite it. You know what I mean? Like, you want to rewrite it to get it better.
Mhm,
um it's not always going to be the best soon as it comes out on paper. Don't be afraid of the rewrite.
mhm,
So, and I understand that sometimes we're under certain circumstances where we're on a time limit within a studio, but you don't go to the studio. Is time to work. It's
mhm,
time to lay it down.
yeah.
This is pre-production at home. Write and rewrite and rewrite. Don't just
Mhm.
be satisfied and be like, oh, this enough. No, rewrite that. Rewrite that.
Yeah, yeah. You do have artists who want to get their music out fast and they just write and spit, and they're in
Yeah.
a hurry to get it out. But that's true. Don't go so fast that you put garbage out.
Right.
Don't go so fast that I don't know, like
But even movies do that. They have test screenings. I know
yeah,
one
yeah.
of the films that just came out, they did 10 test screenings on this one particular movie, and they found the best one and they put that one out. Don't be afraid of, letting somebody else hear your verse and getting constructive criticism on your verse. You got to put out the best product every time that you put something out. So,
Mhm. That's true. And refresh your mind. I say that be I
absolutely.
say that because we all get tired, our minds get tired, our eyes get tired. So when you're working on something for a while, you're gonna be tired and you're gonna feel like you have writer's block. So
Right.
fall
Right.
back and come back so that your
Yep.
mind is refreshed.
Right.
Because if you got a writer's block, it's probably because you just worn out.
Right. Producers too.
Producers too, yeah.
It works well with producers too to take a break from your mix.
Hmm.
Take a break from your mix, and then come back and then hear it again with fresh ears, and you realize, oh no, too much reverb, uh, too compressed. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So it works,
yeah.
man.
Good stuff. Good stuff. I love it. I like it. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. We
Fire.
fire up in here. Let me put all the fire stuff.
Come on now. There it is.
Man, this was a good one, and I can't wait to share this again. But we had some really good songs, really catchy songs today. That's one of the main things I got out of today's show. Songs were very catchy and dope, and they just hit different territories, I feel like, in a way
Yeah.
too. So
Yeah.
yeah,
It's more southern.
that's
Uh
true.
it hit more down here than it did, more the East Coast.
What coast
You
do
know.
we need to hit more? The West Coast, don't we?
I think we do. Yeah, throw some West Coast stuff up in there. Some
Yeah,
Midwest. Some Cali. Show some
yeah.
California love.
I'm gonna try to hit
No
that next.
Tupac.
I need to throw some more of that. Maybe next time. We
Right.
gotta guess. We gotta guess the next show too. So his name is A Kev. I'm not gonna keep it a
Oh.
secret. A Kev. He's gonna be on. I interviewed him before, and he's excited to be on again. And if he's watching this, man, I would love to have you, review some of the music with us. So I'm gonna hit you up, A Kev, and I look forward to the next show. So y'all stay tuned, be blessed, flow in God's love. Till next time, we out of here.